Good morning, Rayfield. It's Thursday morning and it's Christmas Eve. What a beautiful time. Let's get ready for our Thursday morning prayer. Dear God, remember, every day God takes you by your hand and says, no matter how difficult the path you tread, I will never leave your side. What a beautiful thought, and what a beautiful Thursday morning prayer. Good morning, Rayfield. It is Thursday morning. It's Christmas Eve. We're excited. We've had a beautiful week, so many beautiful activities. Let's get ready to get our Thursday started. We are going to have another wonderful day and get ready for Christmas morning. Tomorrow morning is Christmas Day. We will not be in school tomorrow, but we will have our virtual classes for you. You can sign in to the Zoom account or just watch us on Facebook. It's Thursday morning, Rayfield. Let's get ready to have a great day. Good morning, Rayfield. Well, it's Thursday morning. Let's get ready for our morning prayer, our Thursday morning prayer. We're so grateful and so thankful we've made it through the week. It's been an exciting week. We've had so many great activities and events. We've had so much fun, and we're so grateful to come to the end of the week. And although it's not Friday yet, tomorrow we will have virtual school only because it is Christmas Day. So we'll all be at home on Christmas Day, enjoying the festivities of our homes, but we will be virtual. You can watch your virtual classes tomorrow while you're at home with family, friends, and caregivers. This is our Thursday morning prayer. All right, guys, as I stated, today is Christmas Eve. Boy, I've jumped the gun. It's not New Year's Eve yet. It is Christmas Eve. And we wanted to say thank you. So that was our morning prayer for Thursday. Our goal for the month has been Sing for the King. And I think we've done that. We've sang praises all month long and given out thank you to each other, to friends, to family. Just being thankful and grateful for the year that has been spent and the time that has been given to us. We want to show gratitude. Well, on Christmas Eve, we're all getting ready, see my big hat, for Santa. Now we know that Santa definitely visited Rayfield during this week because we had our drive-through exchange. Our students who were at home came driving and sailing through the school to pick up their gift requests. We asked everyone to write out their letter to Santa and give us their thoughts on what they would like to receive for the holiday. And we were fortunate. We received beautiful financial donations for those gifts, and we were able to satisfy the majority of those gift requests. You know what? I shouldn't say the majority. We were able to satisfy all of our gift requests. What a blessing. Our drive-through gift exchange was equivalent to our red and white ball. The red and white ball is an annual event every year here at Rayfield. So this year it was a little bit different, and I talked about that. It changed. It changed because we are changing the way that we do things. During social distancing, the red and white ball also had to implement the social distancing activity. We have to honor the guidelines of the CDC and the health department to keep us all safe. And we did that. We did that by changing the red and white ball to a drive-through red and white ball. So we did it basically the same way we do our pantry. You drive through, you pop your trunk, you receive your gift, and you keep on rolling. We get to wave at you and say hi to you, but that's about it. We played music. We had our DJ, Mr. Devon Dassall, did a fabulous job with DJing the event. We took plenty of pictures. We exchanged cards in the classrooms. We're exchanging gifts amongst the teachers, and we're definitely making sure that our gift requests from our students are being honored. So again, today is our final day at school this week. We will be sending our students home with their gift. Now, the students that are receiving gifts today are the on-campus students. These are the students who have attended school all through the pandemic, and they are still here. Why are they here? Because they're just fantastic. They're able to keep on their masks. They're able to sanitize their hands 2 or 3 times a day, and they're able to honor the sanitation guidelines. It's very important for us to always honor sanitation guidelines to keep us all safe. So, change is not always bad. We were able to adapt to the sanitation guidelines and still have our red and white ball. Sometimes change is different. Change is different, but it's not always bad. So we were able to find a happy place with our red and white ball and get it done. So there are those of you who are at home today, you've already received your gift, and the students that are here on the campus today, they are now going to receive their gift to go home with today. And boy, are they excited. I've seen the excitement. I've talked to them about how excited they are. And I know they're excited because they've been talking to you at home. And you at home have opened your gifts, which you were supposed to wait till Christmas Day. But some of you have already opened those gifts and you're sharing what was in those fabulous bags that you picked up from Rayfield. And of course, I know that you've shared, because I've heard a few conversations, what you got. Did you get what you requested? And the answer is yes, I got what I requested. Some of you requested headphones. Some of you requested radios. Some of you requested just things that are unique to you. But you got those unique gift requests filled. And boy, are we happy about that. We want you to feel happy. We want you to be satisfied that someone cares. And of course, at Rayfield, what's our motto? I've been saying it all year. We care. We absolutely, positively care. We want you to know that. So now moving forward, we're going to be talking about goals. It's Christmas Eve, and we're close to the end of the month. And in January, boy, do we talk about goals. We talk about the theme for January. And the theme for January, I know you're all saying it in your mind already because you already know. It's called A New You. We're going to take those goals from last year and we're going to improve upon them. We're going to grow. We're going to change. We're going to enhance those goals from last year. We've done a great job this month of singing for the King. We've had a great time. We implemented that theme. We took care of those goals related to that theme. We shared with each other. We cared about each other. We contacted the folks that are at home. We stayed in contact with everybody. We even sent out Uber drivers delivering homework packages and delivering gifts to make sure that everybody was accounted for. And that's a big deal at Rayfield, especially during the pandemic, especially during the time when we're away from each other. We want to make sure that everybody is accounted for, that we know where everybody is, and that everybody is safe. So those of you who are at home, make sure that you stay in contact with your family of Rayfield. Because if you don't, we're going to come looking for you. If we don't hear from you in a few days, we're going to come and knock on your door and say, hey, we haven't heard from you. What's going on? We love you. We want to make sure that you're safe. We did that last week with one of our students, and we found out that the student had moved to a new home. 2 of our students moved, and we didn't know. So we went knocking on those doors and talking to those neighbors and finding out, where did he go? And we did find out, and we went to the next place and found you there. So we want you to know that we love you and we care about you, and we're always going to make sure that you are safe and always going to make sure that everything is okay with you. So remember, don't make us look for you. Stay in touch with us so that we know where you are and that we can always be there for you. We're really rolling, guys. The goals are really rolling. I love that. Really rolling goals. We're really rolling into our goals. We're really reinventing ourselves and making ourselves better. Some of our students are asking for guardians, because we've done some lessons on guardianship. And so we want you to know that we've had a few people step forward to be guardians. They are community-minded. They're from our different volunteer community agencies and churches, and they want to be there for you, and they want to be guardians. So those of you who are looking for guardians, I have had 2 people ask me about that. We're working on it. And we're connecting you with those folks who can help with guardianship. Why? Because we care. If you make a request, we're going to try to honor that request. And we also want to give out a big shout out and a big thank you to those waiver support coordinators who stayed connected with us, who've been here, who FaceTime with us and stayed connected. We even want to appreciate those who receive our newsletter and answer back. The newsletter sent out a request for those folks to participate in the gift drive-through, which I didn't think that they would. It was for students, but if they wanted to come see, that would have been great. But guess what? They responded. They said, yes, I can come, or no, I can't come. Boy, that was so great that they responded, and I sincerely, absolutely appreciate that. A big shout out to Waiver Support Coordinator Karen Sylvain. A big shout out to Hortense. A big shout out to a lot of folks. Miss Griffin. A big shout out to Johnny Little. these people always stay in touch with us, and it lets us know that we care. And I hate to start calling names because I don't want to miss anybody, but a big shout out to everyone who has stayed in contact with us. And even if you haven't, because you've been too busy, we want you to know that we understand and we care. We love you. Happy holiday. We are sending out a card to everyone that says happy holiday and thank you. So you'll be getting that in the mail too. So some of our new goals as an agency, agency for persons with disabilities, this year we're going to be learning how to use more of our technology. We all have been given an Alcatel tablet, so we have tablet videos out that we're going to be continuing to share. We're going to be continuing teaching you how to use Zoom. We're going to continue to teach you how to use iMovie and MyMovie. We're going to continue teaching you how to use your smartphone. We're going to continue teaching you how to use your headphones, because the teachers are really adamant about the students using their smartphones, but they also want them to use their headphones with them. We have a new YouTube channel, and we are advertising all of our classes on the YouTube channel because we want our students to know that even if you're not in class, in the afternoon, you can go back in the afternoon and you can watch the classes on the YouTube channel. You don't have to wait to see the classes at another time. You can watch them on the YouTube channel. So that's just another way to stay in touch. Maybe you were busy during the time that class was actually operating, but you can go back and watch the YouTube channel and see those classes again. That's absolutely phenomenal that we've learned that. And we learned that from Miss Kelly, our health and wellness person. She's our life coach. She's here on the campus with us 3 days a week, and 2 days a week she's virtual, showing us how to do healthy smoothies and how to take care of our weight and what fruits and vegetables that we can eat to improve and enhance our quality of life. And that's it, guys. We need to improve and enhance our quality of life each and every day. Our behavior, our physical health, and our mental health. It's all very important. Well, it is Christmas Eve. And I know that all of you are excited that tomorrow, Friday, is Christmas Day. You're going to have a great day. I want you to know that we love you, that we care about you. We've been open all this time. We're trying to keep events and activities happy for you and engaging. Tomorrow we will be on Zoom. All of the classes will be there for you to see. Mr. Frank will co-chair with Miss Lori the Zoom classes, so you'll see them both there. And I know that they will be showing the Christmas parade, and then afterwards they will be showing a reflection of all the things that we've done this year. So as you stay with me for the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the drive-through gift exchange and the videos that went along with that. We're happy, we're excited, we've had a great week. It's Christmas Eve. We are strong. We are Rayfield strong, guys. Have a great day.
Now stand for the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Good morning. Please pray along with me as we go to the Lord in prayer, going to Psalms 100. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye land. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know ye that the Lord, he is God. It is he that hath made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people and the sheep of his pastures. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, and into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him, and bless his name. For the Lord is good. His mercy is everlasting, and his truth endureth to all generations. Amen.
Thank you, Lord. I just want to thank you, Lord. Somebody tell him thank you, thank you, Lord. Oh, come on. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Oh, I want to thank you, Lord. Come on, tell me. You've been so good this morning. You've been. I got to move on. Been so good. Is that anybody else's testimony about beside myself? Tell them you've been so. I see you, Betty Jackson. Been so good. Good to see you, girl. You've been so good. You've been so good. Hallelujah.
Hello, 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 everyone. It is Coach Kelly, your Greater Works mentor, coming to you from Rayfield's Wellness Corner. And boy, do I have some exciting news for you today, students. Today is the announcement of our fundraiser with YouTube. And guess what? Everybody has an opportunity to participate. So today we are going to go through the steps to get you started to participate with our brand new fundraiser through YouTube. So let's get going. Now, I have Xavier here, and he's going to demonstrate with you. So I want everybody to get their phones and iPads out so we can walk you through the steps of what you need to do to log on to the Rayfield School channel. All right, are we ready? So number one, you will go to your home screen, and then from your home screen, you can either, if you have your phone or your tablet, you can click on Chrome, but with the iPad, you have Safari. So we're going to click on Safari. Boop. Bam. And when you click on Safari, then you're going to look for the app YouTube. Click on YouTube and wait for it to open up. Once it opens up, we're going to go to the search bar and we're going to type in our school. Rayfield, R-A-Y-F-I-E-L-D. Rayfield space family, F-A-M-I-L-Y. And then it actually should pop up in your search bar, the next word, literacy, L-I-T-E-R-A-C-Y, just in case it doesn't pop up for you. So we're going to click there, and voila, we have made it to Rayfield's Family Literacy YouTube channel. The next step is very important, everyone. This is how you are going to be able to see all the fun, exciting things that we're doing on campus, as well as get your extracurriculum work, get your special interest classes, and a lot more is going to be uploaded on YouTube. So when we get to our Rayfield Family Literacy channel, our homepage channel, you're going to click subscribe. Boop. When you hit subscribe, then a notification bell is going to pop up. Then you're going to hit that notification bell. Boop. And the bell is going to give you three options: all, personalized, or none. We're going to click all at the top. And once you do that, guess what? You're in. So by doing that, you are going to go there every day and watch all the videos that go on, that happens on our campus and off the campus. You'll be participating in some things, and you'll see what the staff is doing. You're going to be able to be updated on a lot of wonderful things. So I want you guys to make sure that if you have a Android phone, you will go to Chrome, and then you will look for, you could type in youtube.com, youtube.com, or you can just look for the icon. And when you find the YouTube icon, click on that icon. Then you're going to wait till the page loads. Once the page loads, you're going to look for the search bar at the top. You're going to type in Rayfield Family Literacy, and in the search bar, when it pops up, you're going to click on it, and it's going to open up. It's going to load and open up your school homepage. And remember, you're going to subscribe with the red button. You're going to click on the notification bell. When you click on that notification bell, you're going to click on all, and then you're all set to see all the videos that we share on a daily basis. It's going to be some lessons there, and it's going to be some activities there that we need you to participate in. So make sure that you're logged on every single day and watching the videos. I am so excited for the new fundraiser. This channel with YouTube, partnership with YouTube, is going to help us raise a lot of money for the school. And when we do that, that's going to also help you. So we can provide all the resources that we need to help you. So again, I am Coach Kelly, and I want to thank you for joining me from the Wellness Corner. Until then, see you later.
Good day, Rayfield family. Here are the next few days of your weather forecast. Wednesday, 78. Sunshine and clouds mixed. Highs 78. Winds east southeast 10 to 20 miles per hour. Humidity 61%. Wednesday night, 71. Partly cloudy with late night showers or thunderstorms. Lows 71. East southeast winds 10 to 15. Why is this thing doing that? See this right. Okay, let's start over. We're gonna do this maybe. Good day, Rayfield family. Here are the next few days of your weather forecast. Wednesday, 78. Sunshine and clouds mixed. Highs of 78. Wait, let's do this. Good day, Rayfield family. Here are the next few days of your weather forecast. Wednesday, 78 degrees currently, sunshine and clouds mixed. High 78, winds east southeast 10 to 20 miles per hour. Humidity 61%. Wednesday night 71, partly cloudy with late night showers or thunderstorms. Lows 71. Winds east southeast 10 to 15 miles per hour. Humidity 81%. Thursday 82. Scattered thunderstorms in the morning, then partly cloudy late. Highs of 82. Winds east southeast 15 to 25 miles per hour. Chance of rain 40%. Thursday night 53 degrees. Scattered thunderstorms during the evening, followed by occasional showers overnight. Winds west southwest 10 to 15 miles per hour. Humidity 93%. Chance of rain 50%. Friday 60. Some clouds in the morning will give way to mainly sunny skies for the afternoon. Much colder. Highs 60. Winds north-northwest 10 to 20 miles per hour. Humidity 60%. Friday night 45. Mostly clear skies. Lows 45. Winds north-northwest 5 to 10 miles per hour. Humidity 66%. This is your next few days of your weather right here at Rayfield. Have a blessed weekend. Bye bye. Good day, Rayfield. Today we're going to take a little history trail back in the early pre 1900s. We're talking about snow in Florida. December 19, 1765, a white frost fell in the northern part of the British colony of East Florida for a short duration and of no material deterrent to the agricultural interests. This one doesn't have a month, but it has the year 1774. Snowstorm that have extended across much of the territory. The affected residents spoke of it as an extraordinary white rain. January 10th and 11th, 1800, land surveyors Andrew Ellicott erected an observatory at Point Peter, a location near the mouth of South of St. Mary's River in the far southeast side of the city of St. Mary's, Georgia. After recording a sunrise temperature of 37 degrees Fahrenheit, he observed snow and hail the whole day until 10 p.m. That's a long time. The temperature then fell below freezing. Winds shifted to northwesterly and the skies cleared at midnight. At sunrise, the morning of January 11th, he reported snow up to 5 inches deep and a temperature of 28 degrees Fahrenheit. This snowstorm perhaps extended from Louisiana to Georgia. Then we got another record on January 13th, 1852. Snow fell all morning, accumulating to 0.5 inches, which is a half an inch, at Jacksonville, Florida. February 28th, 1855. A few snowflakes of snow fell at Jacksonville, Florida. January 29, 1868. Light sleet fell during the night at Jacksonville, Florida. February 28th, 1869. During the morning, snow flurries fell at Jacksonville, Florida. January 10th, 1873. At exactly 7:25 a.m., a few snowflakes fell at Jacksonville, Florida. February 4th and 5th, 1875, between midnight and sunrise on both dates, light sleet occurred. December 1st, 1876. Snow fell for 5 minutes on the morning of December 1st. January 4th and 5th, 1879. At Jacksonville, Florida, at 7 p.m., sleet began, which turned to rain 90 minutes later. The freezing rain covered trees, shrubbery, and everything else outdoors by morning. The weight of the ice broke the limbs of many orange trees. Whew. That's a lot of weight. At Fernandina, snow occurred. December 5th, 1886, at Pensacola, Florida, following a heavy rain and windstorm. Light snow fell from 4:25 p.m. until 8:20 p.m., accumulating to 1.5 inches. January 5th, 1887, 1 inch of snow fell at Pensacola, Florida, and sleet fell elsewhere in the state. January 14, 1892, 0.4 inches of snow was reported in Pensacola, Florida. The first snowfall of the season occurred at Fort Barrancas Monthly snowfall totaled zero point 0.5 or half an inch of snow at Pensacola, Florida. January 17, 1892, at 10:30 a.m., sleet fell for a short few minutes only at Madison, Florida. February 14th, oh look, on Valentine's Day, Pensacola reported 3 inches of snow. Whew, what a coincidence. December 26 and 27, 1892, on both days, precipitation fell as sleet and snow at Pensacola. On December 26, sleet also occurred at Corro Gordo, Florida. Slight traces of snow fell at Tallahassee. On December 27th, a slight trace fell at Moseley Hall, Madison County, Florida. At intervals during daytime on December 27th, light snow flurries occurred at Jacksonville, Florida. Ooh. January 16th through the 19th, 1893. On January 16th, snow occurred at Palatka. On January 17th, sleet fell at Oxford and at Pensacola. Shortly after midnight on January 18th, sleet began in the city of Jacksonville, Florida, and then turned to snow and then to rain. Wow. That day, sleet also fell at Moseley Hall, Pensacola, and Tallahassee, and snow occurred at Latte. On January 18th and the 19th, sleet fell at Bristol. December 29th, 1894, Brooksville reported snowfall from 9 to 11 a.m. and a few flakes fell at Mosquito Lagoon near Oak Hill, Florida. The press reported snow at towns in Middle and West Florida. The temperature morning fell to lows unprecedented in decades, and this freeze destroyed between 2 and 3 million boxes of not yet gathered oranges, severely damaged pineapple plants, killed or destroyed almost all other fruits and vegetables. Here's another Valentine's Day, February 14, 1895. From 6:22 to 6:27 p.m., light sleet fell at Jacksonville, Florida, followed by light snow until 6:32 p.m. At 7:20 p.m., light snow resumed until 8 p.m. Snow also fell at Tampa and at Pensacola. Snow reportedly reached depths allowing for sleighing. Imagine that. February 12th and the 13th, 1899, at 9:45 p.m., rain changed to sleet at Jacksonville, Florida. Sleet then changed to snow at 10:15 p.m. and continued through the night, accumulating to 2 inches of snow before sunrise. At 7 a.m., as the temperature plunged to 10 degrees Fahrenheit, the accumulation reached 4 inches at Lake Butler. In shelter locations, the snow melted only several days later. This great blizzard of 1899 also affected much of the rest of American South. Now, folks, This is just the beginning of the history. Just the beginning. There are more. So we're going to continue on. Welcome back. Here's more history as far as snow. On December 16, 1901, at 1 p.m., light snow fell at Jacksonville at intervals through the afternoon. Sleet followed. February 7, 1907. During the afternoon, a light snow flurry occurred in the immediate vicinity of the city of Jacksonville, Florida. November 27, 1912. An overnight period of snow covered the grounds and trees with a half an inch of snow layered in northern Florida. January 22nd and 23rd, 1935. Snow falls until the next morning, with Pensacola recording 1 inch of snow. February 8th and 9th, 1947. A cold wave entering from Canada, accompanied by winds of up to 80 miles per hour, causes snow as far south as Clearwater. February 2nd and 3rd, 1951. Snowfalls accumulates to 2 inches of snow in St. Augustine and Crescent City. December 14, 1952. Sleet and snow falls across the northern portion of the state, though there is very little accumulation. December 14, 1953. Light sleet occurred in the morning in Mariana. March 6, 1954. 4 inches of snow accumulates at Milton Experimental Station, Santa Rosa County, within a 24-hour period, the highest such total for Florida, according to officials' modern records. March 28, 1955. Snowfall accumulates to 1 inch of snow in Mariana along the Florida Panhandle. December 12th and the 13th, 1957. It reaches even South Florida, although with intensity than in other portions, spanning south of Miami-Dade County. There it is, folks. We had the first snow right there, though it does not reach the inhabited coastal areas. But we still had snow right down to Miami-Dade County. I'm sure Broward County had some of that too. February 13th, 1958. An overnight rainfall changes to snowfall in Jacksonville and accumulates to 1.5 inches of snow. Additionally, Tallahassee reports a record 2 inches of snow. February 9th, 1973. Snow falls over the northern portion of the state, including a total of 2 inches of snow in Pensacola, with unofficial reports of up to 8 inches. Ain't that something? January 18, 1977 gets more and more interesting. The pressure graduates between a strong ridge over the Mississippi Valley and a northeastern over Atlantic Canada sends very cold temperatures southward into the state. Areas around Pensacola are the first to receive the snow, then the rest of the Panhandle. Pensacola accumulated 1 inch of snow, Following record accumulation for the Nature Coast areas from Orlando to Tampa received light snow accumulations between 0.2 inches to a half an inch. Before sunrise on January 19th, West Palm Beach reports snow flurries in the air for the first and only time on record, which snow flurries reaching as far south as Homestead. Wow. Now that's very interesting. The snow causes little impact as it was of the dry variety, melting on contact and lasting less than 40 minutes. Cold air results in hundreds of millions of dollars in damage to the winter citrus industry. Orlando ties the 1999 record of more than 6 consecutive nights well below freezing. On January 20th, the Miami Herald reports the event as the front page story with a headline of a size usually reserved for the declaration of war. January 30th, 1977, Pensacola receives a small amount of snow. Crestview, about 50 miles inland from Pensacola, Florida, receives 3 inches of snow. March 2nd, 1980, now we're getting closer to the times. About a quarter inches of snow covers car tops and patio furniture in Jacksonville. March 1st, 1986, the year before I even graduated high school, half an inch of snow accumulates overnight in Jacksonville before melting within 30 minutes due to the morning sun. December 23rd and 24th, 1989. Wow, right before Christmas. Light rain in Jacksonville turns to freezing rain as temperatures dropped and later changed to snow. The snow totals several inches in some locations and results in the first white Christmas in the city's history. Wow, imagine that. Jacksonville had their first white Christmas. Wow. And this happened in 1989. Where was I in 1989? I think I already moved into, no, actually, I was in Miami by that time. Let me see, let me go back. La, 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 la. Oh, no, that was, yeah, no. I take that back. Yes, I was in Miami at that time. Yes, I was. Isn't that special? Yes. Okay. Let's see. This one doesn't have a date, but it says light snow will fall across central Florida as far as south of the southern Pinellas County on the 23rd through the official weather station in St. Petersburg, experiencing only a light sleet. March 12th, 1993. The 1993 storm of the century produces up to 4 inches of snow along the Florida Panhandle. January 8th, 1996. Snow flurries are reported from Crystal River to Newport richly with no accumulation. And December 18th, 1996, a plume of cold air causes snow to form in the northwestern portion of Escambia County. Beginning on January 24th, 2003, Wow. Of course, we don't have the satellite image of it, but I'm quite sure we'll get to that momentarily. And I have a feeling it's right here. January 24th, 2003. A plume of Arctic air produces widespread record low temperatures and light snow flurries along the eastern coastline. The snow is described as ocean effect snow, identical to lake effect snow in that it occurs due to very cold air passing over relatively warm water temperatures. Snow flurries are reported in the air as far south as Fort Pierce. Who do we know live in Fort Pierce? He shall not be named. December 25th, 2004. Locations along the Florida Panhandle receive a dusting of snow. November 21st, 2006. An eastward moving weather system produces a very light dusting and snowflakes in central Florida. It is the first snow in November in the state since 1912. Wow, it's a long time. February 3rd, 2007. Very light snow flurries are reported in the northeastern panhandle lasting less than an hour. January 3rd, 2008. Light snow flurries are reported near Daytona Beach. Wow. January 8th and 9th, 2010. Very light dusting of snow seen in the eastern Jacksonville area. Light snow also fell in parts of central Florida, with briefly accumulating in Ocala and other parts of the Marion County. A wintry mix of sleet and freezing rain was widespread, with reports of light snow across central Florida from Tampa to Orlando to Melbourne. February 12th, 2010. Portion of northwestern Florida experienced snowfall totals of around 1 inch. February 14, 2010. Oh, look, another Valentine's special. Half an inch of snow fell across the northern halves of Escambia, Santa Rosa, Wilton, and Okaloosa counties. December 8th, 2010. Snow mixed with rain is reported in western parts of the Panhandle, north of Pensacola. December 26, 2010. A mix of snow and sleet was reported in Jacksonville by the National Weather Service. Indeed. December 28, 2010. Light snow was reported at Tampa Executive Airport in eastern Harrisburg County at 1 and 5 local time. That must be 1 and 5 in the morning, the way how they got this written. Following a rare freezing fog event around midnight. January 9th, 2011. Sleet is reported in the Pensacola area, as well as other places in Escambia and Santa Rosa counties. There was no accumulation. March 3rd, 2013. Snow flurries were reported in the Panhandle, specifically around Panama City Beach. January 24th to the 25th, 2014. Sleet and light snow are reported in Escambia, Santa Rosa, and Okaloosa counties. Very light sleet is reported at a few locations around Jacksonville. Snowfall forecast for January 28th, 29, 2014. I was reading the wrong thing up above. A major winter storm event resulted in a mixture of freezing rain, of course, they had ice accumulation, sleet and snow across most of the panhandle between the afternoon of the 28th and morning of the 29th. Due to dangerous ice accumulation, the Florida Highway Patrol and FDOT, or what it says there, Florida Highway Patrol, okay, closed several bridges in the Panhandle and advised against non-essential travel. Most states and local government offices were closed around midday on the 28th. In Santa Rosa County, officials cautioned that ice-laden tree limbs were hanging low enough to hit vehicles. Between 1 and 9:30 p.m. on the 28th, 21,633 Gulf Power customers lost power at some point. At 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on January 28th, Pensacola was 31 degrees Fahrenheit with freezing rain, while Immokalee near Fort Myers was 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, that's a big difference between Fort Myers and Pensacola. Whew! I wonder what exactly happened there to cause Pensacola to be 31 while Fort Myers was 86 degrees. Wow. Pensacola received 1.8 inches of snow on January 28th. On January 29th, the Florida Highway Patrol closed nearly 200 miles of Interstate 10 from the Florida-Alabama state line to Gadsden County, directing resources and traffic to U.S. Wow. Pensacola International Airport closed at 9:17 p.m. January 28th and was not scheduled to reopen until late on the 29th. January 8th, 2015, snow flurries were reported in various locations around Jacksonville. The event is attributed to ocean effect snow. January 22nd and the 23rd, 2016, snow flurries are reported along the Florida Panhandle as far east as the Jacksonville area and as far south as the Gainesville area. January 6th and the 7th, 2017. Periods of light snow and wintry mix occurred in Escambia County, Florida, from around 9 p.m. and ending just after midnight. January 7th. There was no accumulation reported. March 16, 2017. Snow flurries fell in parts of the Florida Panhandle, including Tallahassee. This occurred for less than 1 hour starting at 3:53 a.m., but had no accumulation. December, my bad. It's long reading, puts you to sleep, but this is interesting history. December 8th and the 9th, 2017. Remember, this is a couple of years ago. Snow falls in various locations in the western Florida Panhandle. Northern Escambia County saw up to 2 inches of snow, while Century saw half an inch of snow. Snow flurries were reported in Destin and Miramar Beach. Wow, I didn't know it go that far. January 2nd and 3rd, 2018. A winter storm resulted in snow in a wintry mix, freezing rain, sleet, and ice across northern Florida from Tallahassee to the outskirts of Jacksonville and as far south as Gainesville, with temperatures in the 20s and dew points in the teens in the morning. Winter storm warning was in effect on the morning of January 3rd for Nassau, Baker, Union, Columbia, Gilchrist, Sewanee, actually, Hamilton, Lafayette, Madison, Taylor, Jefferson, and Leon counties, prompting several school districts to cancel classes on January 3rd. Tallahassee received between .10 and .20 inches of snow, which was the first measurable snowfall in the city since December 1989. It sees flurries every few years. Tallahassee's snowfall followed a couple hours of freezing rain. The Florida Highway Patrol closed Interstate 10 from Tallahassee to Madison for most of the morning of January 3rd, as well as several bridges in northern central Florida that had accumulated a dangerous amount of ice. Recorded ice accumulation included a quarter-inch in Hillard and Lake City and a tenth of an inch in Perry. January 17, 2018, a wintry mix of freezing rain and sleet, and some areas of snow is observed in portions of the Florida Panhandle. Snow fell in Crestview and Defenix Springs, while freezing rain fell in Fort Walton Beach, Pensacola. Pensacola saw sleet which accumulated on grass and vehicles. The Bob Skis Bridge to Pensacola Beach was closed due to ice. January 22nd, 2020. Oh, that's not long ago. Matter of fact, yesterday. No, take that back. That wasn't yesterday. Wow, I can't read. This happened earlier this year, January 20, 2020. There were reports of Granville in the South Florida area spanning across coastal Palm Beach and Broward counties, and the Treasure Coast through the afternoon into the evening hours. Cold air on top of the relatively warmer waters of the Atlantic Ocean created instability and some updrafts that sent water droplets higher up into the freezing part of the atmosphere. Those water droplets froze to become snowflakes high above the surface, and accumulating frozen water droplets on their surface become heavy enough to fall to the ground as grampels. Wow. So there you have everyone at Rayfield. Very interesting history. And if you would like to know more, do a search under snow in Florida. And it should give you several places to look into. Very interesting. Now, I've seen snow before. I was actually born in Brooklyn, New York. So my first couple of years there, yes, I saw snow. I haven't seen snow since I left there. And hopefully one day I'll be able to go and actually see snow again. But very interesting. Very interesting. Came down to South Florida 2-3 times. Wow. Never expected that. I only heard of one story, which was 1977, I believe it was. But outside of that, this kind of history here lets you know. We have snow. We might not get snow all the way as far south as Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, even as far as Homestead and even the Florida Keys. I haven't heard nothing about the Florida Keys receiving snow. But you never know. You never know. Atmosphere usually changes a lot. So depending on what it's doing currently, then, that's what we expect. Anyway, until the next time, Rayfield, take care of yourself, and we see you next time. Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm happy to be here with you. I just wanted to do something that I felt was very, very Christmassy that you might appreciate, and I hope I do a good job of it. I want to read the story about the night before Christmas. I always wanted to be able to do this, and now I have an opportunity to do so. So I'm going to give you a little background about what I'm about to read. One of the oldest and most popular Christmas poems ever, commonly referred to as "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," was written in the early 19th century. Though its author is disputed, with the poem being attributed to both Clement Clarke Moore and Henry Livingston Jr., over the years, it was definitely first published on December 12, 1823. It's almost 200 years ago. 197 years ago. In the Troy Sentinel newspaper in upstate New York. It is also referred to as a visit from St. Nicholas, or simply the night before Christmas. Below, I'm going to be reading you the original lyrics to the poem. I hope you're ready. And I chose this location because hopefully you'll see the nice fireplace crackling here behind me. And let's see what they had to say about the night before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled and snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in the kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap, when out of the lawn there arose such a clatter. I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new falling snow gave the luster of midday to the objects below. When, what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer with a little old driver so lively and quick. I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick, yep. And he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancin and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid, on Thunder and Blixen. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all, as dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly. When they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, on the courses they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney, St. Nicholas came with a bound. Boom! He was dressed in all fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with the ashes and soot. A bundle of toys was hung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples were merry. His cheeks were like roses. His nose like a cherry. And his droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow. And the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The slump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a leaf. Santa Claus smoked a pipe. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all of the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprung to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Well, I hope you enjoy that. That's my favorite Christmas poem. So, with that, we wish you all a Merry Christmas, and have a good night.
Hello.
It's Bill of Rights time. Today we're going to be speaking on the Bill of Rights. The bill that we will be talking about today, you have the right to refuse treatment. That is one of your rights. Know your rights. Know your rights. Listen to the Bill of Rights every week as me and Miss Joy speak on them, because they are very, very important to you guys. Everyone should know their rights, especially if you are making decisions about your life yourself. Listen to this bill today. You have the right to refuse treatment. Know your rights. The Bill of Rights that we are discussing, again, I would say, know that you have the right to refuse treatment. If you live in a group home, or even if you live at home, and you are making decisions on your life yourself, you have the right to refuse treatment. I don't advise you to refuse treatment, but that is one of the rights that you have. So if you're living in a group home and you are living at home and you're making decisions on your own about your life, you have that right to refuse treatment if you want to. If you are living, again, in a group home, living at home, you have the right to refuse treatment. You have a right to refuse the medications that the doctors prescribe to you. The group home have the right to document your refusal to take your medication. It is very important that you take your medication, because when the doctors prescribe medication for you, that medication is for your health. If the medication do not agree with you and it make you feel really bad, you need to report it to your caregiver. Let them know that that medication making you feel worse, so that they can contact your doctor and let your doctor know that the medication is not agreeing with you. The doctor then will switch your medication to something that will make you feel better for the condition that he is treating you for. So guys, remember, don't just refuse to take your medication, even though it is one of your rights. But if you got health problems, by not taking your medication can make your health worse. It can worsen your health. So please be very careful when you make that decision. Make the right decision. Let the caregiver know that the medication makes you feel bad, so they can contact your doctor and he can switch whatever he is giving you. When you report it to your group homes, they will document it. They have to put it in your file so that if anything come up, they can always let someone know he make his own decisions. He refused to take his medication, and that is his right. They would have to document it and put it into a file. Yes. So don't be so quick to refuse your medication. Don't do that. Report it so it can be attended to. That is the wise decision. Do you hear me, students? Do you understand what I just said? Even though you have the right to refuse treatment, be very careful when you make that choice, because it's very important to your health. Your medication that have been prescribed for you, students, remember that even though you have your own decision, you make your own decisions for your life, keep this in mind, that when a doctor prescribes medication for you, it's for your own good. and it's for your health. If the medication make you feel bad, don't refuse it. Report how you feel to the caregiver so they can report it to the doctor. Be careful with your decision making when it comes to your health. Please be careful. Know how you are feeling so that the doctor can change that medication that is making you feel bad to a medication that will make you feel better for whatever you are being treated for. Don't just stop taking your medicine. That's very dangerous. Dangerous to your health. Don't just stop. Please don't do that. Sometimes doctors order you to eat healthy. Do not eat junk food. Do anyone know why a doctor will tell you don't eat all that junk food because it's not good for you? Do you have any idea why a doctor would say that? Well, let me share with you what I think. I think a doctor would tell you not to eat all that junk food because junk food is bad for your health. It is a health problem. It contributes to a health problem. And it gain a lot of weight when you eat junk food. It's a lot of sugar and starches is in junk food. So we have to be careful what we are eating. There's a lot of problems with sugar. Sugar make you have diabetes. It raises your high blood pressure. It make your pressure high. It has a lot of problems come with junk food. Those good old cookies that we eat and taste so good, those cakes and them pies, them potato chips, that candy, and them sodas, they are no good for us. We must be careful on the intake of junk food that we put into our bodies. We cannot eat junk food on a regular basis. But guess what? You have the right to eat it. No one can tell you you shouldn't eat it because that's your right. But why would you want to choose to eat all this junk food and down the line you get so very sick that the doctors will start putting you on medication you don't even want? So use your mind very wise when you're choosing food. These days, we have to begin to eat healthy. Apples, grapes, bananas, those are healthy food. Lettuce to make a very good salad. That is called healthy eating. So guys, be careful on what you choose to eat. Even though you have that right to eat whatever you want to eat. Because no one has the right to tell you what to eat and what not to eat. So be careful anyway. Consider your health. That you don't want to get on this medication that make you feel all bad. Because that's all medication do. It make you feel bad in the long run. So be careful when you're choosing the food that you eat. Know your rights for your health. The reason I say that, because your health is the most very important thing that we have. Good health or bad health. And everyone wants good health. I want good health. I know you want good health. So we must decide to change the way we eat and stop eating all the candy, all the cookies, all the potato chips, and drink all the sodas that we know is against our body. I hope you decide not to eat junk food and try to stay healthy so that you don't have to take all the crazy medication that is being described for us. Remember, if you are forced to take treatment when you refuse to take treatment, you can always file a complaint with the Department of Health. Minnesota Adult Abuse Reporting Center, MAAMC. Your identity is confidential. That means that no one have to know that you called and reported them. You can always file a complaint with this agency. And it cannot be released without a court order. No one will know you called. So if someone force you to eat something you don't want to eat, or tell you you can't eat it, or they giving you medication and you saying, no, I don't want that medication today. It make me feel bad. I don't want it. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. Remember, if someone force you, you always can file a complaint with the Department of Health in Minnesota. Yes, it's up to you. Maltreatment on vulnerable adults. Anyone can file a complaint. The phone number for filing that complaint, students, is 1-844-880-1575. I'm going to repeat it again. The phone number for filing a complaint against someone who is forcing you to do something you don't want to do. That number is 1-844-880-1575. And this will connect you to a service that is available 24 hours a day. Someone are always there to answer the phone and take your complaint. So remember, you have the right to refuse treatment anytime you want to. But again, Miss Amanda gonna tell you, it's not a good thing to refuse taking your medication. That is not good at all. So be very careful when you make that choice. Be very careful, because medication is prescribed to make you feel better. And if it's not making you feel better, remember, your doctor will change your medication and get you to a medication that will not interrupt your feeling when you take it, but you will feel good when you're taking it. And in the same time, your health is continuing to get better. So be careful about refusing your medication. You have the right to refuse treatment, but be careful making that choice. Okay? I love you guys so much. Be careful. Be very careful. They have a website. The website is www.health.state.mn.us. And at this website, you can get your Bill of Rights, and you can get a list of supervised living facilities. So take advantage of that website. If you need to know some living facilities that you can apply for, or you can go in, here is that website again. And they will send you a list of facilities that you can go to. The website is www.health.state.mn.us. So remember, know your rights. And the right that was spoken on today was You have the right to refuse treatment. You have that right. That is your right. So don't let no one take that right from you. But just be wise when you making that right about your health and about treatment that being given to you. Be careful. Be careful. This is the end of the Bill of Rights for this week from Miss Amanda. I just want you to remember, loved ones, know your right. Love you. See you next week. Looking forward to seeing you again. But always remember, pay attention to those Bill of Rights, because they are so important to you. Because by knowing them, you'll know what is for you, and you'll know what people can do to you and what people's not allowed to do to you. So remember, your Bill of Rights is very important. Again, the Bill of Rights for today. You, if you're making decisions about your life, you have the right to refuse treatment. I love you. I'm looking forward to seeing you again next week. Stay tuned to Miss Joy and Miss Amanda talking to you guys about your Bill of Rights here at Rayfield and your Bill of Rights anywhere you are in this world. Those are your rights, and no one can take those rights from you. I love you.
Good morning, Rayfield students. Mr. Devon here. Today we're going to talk a little bit about online safety. And what is online safety? It's literally exactly what those words are, being safe online. And there are a lot of dangers that exist on the internet, and if you're not careful, you can become the victim of things like identity theft, where somebody takes your personal information and does very bad things with it, like opening credit cards and spending money that you didn't get to spend, but that you might have to pay back. Other things like getting a house or a car, or even being able to find out personal information about you and using it to actually hurt you. Okay? So we want you to be safe online with everything you're doing, whether you're on social media, operating an email account, or just browsing the web. It's very easy to get in trouble online, and so you have to be responsible for everything you do. And how do you do that? Well, you do that with a couple of things, but the main key is a thing called vigilance. Let's say that together, okay? On three. 1, 2, 3. Vigilance. Vigilance is your ability to watch out for danger. Okay? You have to constantly be vigilant online. There are going to be times where people, or what we call bots, and I'll explain that in just a moment, pretend to be someone you know, only looking to get personal information they can use against you later. So it's important to protect yourself against bots and people who are looking to do very bad things. All right, so let's talk a little bit about bots. What are bots? Bots are computer programs that can do things automatically. Sometimes they seem like humans. A lot of bots actually seem very much like humans. If you go to the website drift.com and you go into, I don't know, sign up for an account. Well, a chatbot comes up, and a chatbot sounds like or looks like a real individual, and it communicates with you. Basically what it does is It's programmed to answer certain questions or to look for certain words or phrases and respond to it like a human. Okay? Well, there are bots that are programmed not to chat, but are programmed to do things on your social media, on your banking information, or other things that you don't want it to do. So, being safe online is super important. Okay? So what other dangers exist online when it comes to safety? Well, one of the other dangers that exists out there is the danger of human trafficking. Yeah, human trafficking happens online as well. So there's a website called onlyfans.com where a lot of people post content that is not safe for work, not safe for home. Okay? Well, people who like those websites oftentimes will go to other websites looking for younger people or people who are vulnerable, people with disabilities, to take advantage of them, whether they want to use them for slavery or sex trafficking. And so this is very dangerous, but it's a big market. So that's something else that's a danger online. Another danger online is your account being hacked and used for bad purposes. Well, that's not so bad, right? You could always change your password or get another account. Well, not so fast. Getting hacked online and your account pretending to be somebody else can actually get your account shut down. So all the friends you found, all the photos you've uploaded, all of the posts you made now get erased and you have to start from the beginning. So online safety is extremely important. There's so many dangers out there, and if you're not careful, you become a victim. Let's not be victims. Let's be victorious and safe online. So how do we remain safe online? Well, one of the first ways you remain safe online is by choosing a strong password. A password can be anywhere from a few characters to a lot of characters. What are characters? Well, I'll show you on this keyboard. You see this keyboard? All of these letters on the keyboard are characters. All the numbers are characters. All the symbols that you can type with are characters. Okay? These are characters. And a strong password has a combination of numbers, letters, and what we call special characters. Special characters like exclamation mark, question mark, period, hashtag, the @ sign, the and sign, which is also called ampersand, the percent sign, underscore, hyphen or dash, slash, forward or back, and open closed brackets. Okay, you can make a password that you feel you can remember, but it's really, really strong. And a lot of websites also have a feature that tells you how strong your password is. So always use that feature. It will tell you if it's weak, moderate, or strong. Now, that's step one in being safe online, creating a strong password. The other step is making sure that whenever you go to a website, you check for certain things. Now, there is a thing on a website called an SSL certificate. That certificate makes sure that the website is real, and it also notifies you as a visitor that the website you're visiting is exactly what it says. A website cannot get an SSL certificate if it does not verify or prove that it is real. So the SSL certificate on a website is identified by a little lock icon next to the address, the web address in your browser. Just look for the little lock whenever you visit a website. If that lock is unlocked, or if it's red, or if it's crossed out, that SSL is expired or not verified. If that SSL lock is closed, if it's green, sometimes it may be gray, make sure it's closed. If that lock is closed, then that means your SSL certificate is verified. In fact, I'm going to show you a real example of a lock, just so you know exactly what I mean. And when you visit the browser, you'll be able to see it for yourself. And I'll also put an image of that up. So, if your SSL lock on the browser looks like this, that means your website isn't verified. The website itself maybe is real, but the certificate has expired or has not been completely verified. Therefore, it's telling the user the website may not be safe. If your lock is like this, it is still not secure, so your website may not be verified. But if your lock is like that, all the way closed, can't break that, can't hack that, right? That means the website is what it says it is, and the website is secure. Keep this in mind when you're visiting websites. If you go to facebook.com, youtube.com, yahoo.com, google.com, gmail.com, rayfieldfamilyliteracy.com, devondesaw.com, Am I missing any websites? Instagram.com, Twitter.com, OnlyFans. Don't go to OnlyFans. If you go to any proper website, especially very popular websites, those websites have secure SSL certificates, okay? Which tells the user that using their website, number one, the website is what it says it is, but number two, that the website is likely safe. The other thing that you want to do to be safe online is you want to make sure that whenever you are communicating online, you're communicating with people who are who they say they are. On Facebook, we have a lot of people pretending to be other accounts. And so they walk in, they sign up for an account, and then they send you a message and they say, hey, how are you today? And you say, oh, I'm great, good to see you. They're like, hey, have you heard about the good news? You're like, that was random. All of a sudden we're talking about good news. Okay. No, I haven't heard about the good news. Then they start saying things like, well, the U.S. government is now offering this, that, and the other. The moment they start talking to you about what the U.S. government is offering, or signing up for something that requires a credit card, and this is supposed to be a friend, somebody you don't do this business with usually, that right there is what we call a phishing scam. So phishing scams are the type of scams where people try to find ways to appear to be real or legitimate only to take your information. Except the difference between identity theft and phishing is, with identity theft, they're actually stealing it and not getting your permission. With phishing, they make it look real and legitimate, and they send you something where you put in your information. You willingly offer your information, you respond to the message with personal details, and then they use that to do bad acts. That's the difference. In one, it's stolen, you have no control in that. And the other one, you actually end up giving your information. So verify that the people you are online talking to are who they say they are, especially on social media. Now, this phishing scam is happening across Facebook and Instagram. So when you're on social media, be very careful of who you're talking to. Make sure when you go to their account that you check for little things like, number one, look at all of their posts. What are the dates on their posts? Are all of their posts within the last year? That's a flag right there. Are all of their posts within the last month? That's a serious flag. Okay? And a lot of times the posts are within the last 3 days. If that happens, then you know you probably have a phisher. Okay? The other thing you could check for with phishing is look at their username. On Instagram, for example, a lot of phishing accounts have an underscore in the name, in a random place, either at the end, somewhere in the middle, maybe even at the beginning. That's a phishing account. So check that, verify it. And if you look at the date of their posts as well as their username, the two together really give you a clear idea of how much phishing is going on. So again, be very careful with phishing accounts, because once they get your information, they can do anything that they want. Now, the next way to keep yourself safe online, it's a really, really big thing. Be careful of leaving things on. Something as small as disconnecting or powering off your device or closing an app can really keep you safe online. When you're using your phone, and I'll show you the example with an iPhone. When I'm using my iPhone, I can go to any app that I pleased, right? And let's say I'm done for the time. I'm going to go to TikTok, okay? So here's TikTok, and it's loading. I think it's high time. There's TikTok, right? So let's say I'm in TikTok and I'm doing, I'm just watching videos. Maybe I've uploaded a video and I've sent somebody a message. Well, I'm done with TikTok, right? I'm done with TikTok for the day. So what I can do on an iPhone, if you have a newer iPhone, you see this white bar at the bottom. What I can do with that is I can swipe up. What that does is that brings up my home menu, right? With my home menu now, I can close out my TikTok app. Okay, how do I do that? I am going to simply swipe up. Now the TikTok app is gone. Okay, the TikTok app is gone. What that has done is that's told my iPhone to close the TikTok app. And guess what? TikTok can't steal my information for the most part. Now there are a couple of things you could do in terms of making sure apps aren't stealing personal information, like not using location when you're not using the app. So a lot of apps now ask for your location, and you have the option of saying You can use my location whenever, or you can use my location whenever I'm using the app. So always choose when I'm using the app, okay? A lot of apps do need your location, like Uber. It does need your location in order to pick you up. Uber Eats, apps like that, delivery apps and ride-sharing apps, they need your location to find you. So those you definitely want to use, but you'd be better off telling it to only use your location when you're using the app. And then you have apps like Google. You would think, why would Google need to know my location? Well, Google oftentimes will customize its search engine results as well as Google News updates based on your location, including the weather. While it's a great feature to have, limiting your location exposure on Google as well is important, so be very aware of that. On an Android device, the way you would do clearing an app, and I'll show you on this Android device. So on this Android device, I have opened Google Chrome, okay? Google Chrome, let's clear that. I have Google Chrome. Now, if you can see right next to falcon.io in the address bar, you see the lock that I was talking about earlier. So here it is again, that little lock that tells me that the website is what it is and that it likely is secure. But let's say I want to clear this app because I no longer want it using my location or collecting personal information. Well, on a lot of Android devices, you have these icons at the bottom. If you can see those, you see the triangle pointing to the side, you got the circle, and then you have the square, okay? What you want to do is you want to hit the square, okay? That's gonna pull the app all the way up. And the same thing like I did on the iPhone, we're gonna do here on the Android. All I'm gonna do, just gonna bring my finger here, swipe up, and guess what? Chrome is now closed. Now Chrome is no longer collecting information that it would have been collecting if I did not close the app. So that's another great way to keep yourself safe online. So let's review what we talked about so far. Some of the ways to keep yourself safe online, number one, is create a strong password. Whenever you're doing anything with your personal information online, create a strong password. Number two, be sure that when you are online, to check for an SSL certificate. Look for the lock next to the address bar. Also, when you're online, keeping yourself safe is really about checking and confirming who you're talking to. Make sure you're talking to safe people. Verify by looking at their username. And then you can also search, especially if you know you have a family member that you're already following, search and make sure that you still are following them. If you are, then you know that other account that is pretending to be that family member is a fake account. Delete it, block it. Don't even accept the request. And also check their post dates. Make sure that each post happened in a normal time frame. Okay, this one happened at the beginning of the year. This one happened later in the year. This one happened last year. But if all of them are within the last month, that's a red flag. Block that account. Don't even accept it. And then also make sure, aside from verifying who you're talking to, that you close apps when you're done using them. Okay? On your mobile devices, use your features that allow you to minimize the windows, minimize the apps, and then swipe up to close it, okay? Now, if you're on a computer, one of the best ways to do that is on a Mac, you click the title of the program. So if I'm on Chrome, I'll click Chrome, and at the bottom of Chrome is something that says quit Google Chrome. Go ahead and quit it if you're done, okay? Now, you're a lot safer on a computer than you are on a mobile device because the information collection isn't necessarily the same. Now, the way you would do this on the Windows is you would just go to File and then down to Quit, and then that closes it out for you, okay? But be very careful about what sorts of information you're putting out there. When it comes to information, and this is another big thing, when you have to share information, if it's not with a bank or with the government, one of the big things you want to do is you want to find ways to avoid sharing important information online that's not necessary. For example, your social security number. If you know your social security number, by heart, that's great, okay? Some sites may ask for that because you're doing some sort of financial transaction. If they say in the field that the field is optional, OPTIONAL, that means you don't have to put that information. So try to use only the fields that are required, REQUIRED. If you only do the fields that are required, you can still sign up, submit information, and protect yourself in other ways. If your social is required, but your address or your date of birth is not, then don't put that in. If your date of birth is required, but your social isn't, leave the social out. If they ask you on an account that you're signing up with to do your social or to do a student number, do the student number. These other options are there to help protect you because any site can get hacked. I cannot tell you the number of times that I've gotten hacked and it wasn't even my fault. What happens is the site that I signed up with got hacked. Canva.com got hacked. Several other important websites got hacked and my username and password was exposed. The mistake that I made was that I was using a weak username and password combination across multiple sites. So I maybe was using it on Canva and Photor.com as well as FanDuel.com. Now, the great thing is that Google notified me, you've been hacked. You need to change your passwords. And so what I did was I created a much stronger password. But the smart thing that I did, and this is a great tip for you, is create passwords that fit the type of account you're using. If you're doing banking or serious personal information, create a password specifically for those types of accounts and make them very, very strong. Okay? Remember to use the combination of characters, numbers, and letters. Special characters, numbers, and letters. Okay? Not only that, but also be sure to change it up every once in a while. Don't keep the same password for 5 years. If you're able to do a new password once a year, do that. Maybe even every 6 months. The other thing you can do regarding passwords is, so you have a banking, important government information type password. And then let's say for your social media, maybe you have a weaker password, or it could be as strong as your banking password, but it's different because the access that people get into banking is much more secure and very different from the access in social media. So be very aware of all of that, okay? And then finally, my last tip to you is when you're online, judge everything. Judge everything. You may think it's safe or it may look legit, it may look real. Judge it. And by judging, I don't mean just look at it and say, I wonder if it's real. Click it, but don't put in your personal information. On browsers now, they have what's called incognito or browse as a guest. Use this feature to browse as a guest so that none of your personal information is being tracked or collected. Okay? This allows you to verify that a site is real. So as you're judging the site, judge it only through the browser's guest account or through the incognito tab. By doing this, you're giving yourself another layer of security to keep yourself safe online. Be very careful with everything you're doing online. If you're warned by your browser or by Google to not go to a website, treat that seriously. Don't go to that website. Protect yourself at all costs. No one is going to protect you online as well as you can. You're your biggest defense against any dangers online. Okay? So make sure that you are taking all the steps necessary to stay safe. That's it for today. I'm Mr. Devon, your tech guy. Join me for the next video on YouTube.
Hola y buenos días, estudiantes. Bienvenido a la clase de español a Rayfield. Okay, so the last time I'm going to translate the introduction. From now on, after today, it's all going to be in Spanish. So I said hi and welcome students to the Rayfield Spanish class. Okay, this is part 3. This is the 3rd week. Hopefully we're making progress. And while I'm talking here, if you don't already have your pen, pencil, and notebook, now's a good time to get one. And I want to start off by reviewing our first 2 weeks real quickly. We were doing the Spanish alphabet, la abecedario español. With me, everyone. Abecedario español. And we went from A to, let me see, R, double R. So quick review. We have A, B. You know what? Do it with me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, double L, M, N, Ñ, O, P, Q, R, and R. Okay? And we gave you some words in Spanish to show you how the letters are used and how they are pronounced in the words. And we're going to follow the same technique today because it works. And whether you see the letter at the beginning of the word or in the middle of the word, it's there for you to see how to pronounce it. And we're going to, again, give you the letter, show you how the letter is actually written and called in Spanish. I'm going to do it because some of them are a little difficult. I'm going to give you a third column. In red, we're going to show you how you would pronounce that letter or that sound in English with English words. Well, not English words, but English sounds, okay? Because I want to make sure you grasp it and you see it. Sometimes when we hear things, it's one thing, but when we see it, it's another, because our memory records the picture along with the sound, and you can recall it easier. And that's why I'm doing this on a whiteboard for you. And I'm sorry, I don't have a bigger one, and I wouldn't have the room for it, but hopefully you can see this clearly, you know? All right, well, está bien. We are going to start with the last section of the alphabet, abecedario, or sounds in Spanish. And I'm going to introduce you first to, you know what? A little test. Which one of you can actually tell me the sounds, the 21 sounds we have gone over already up to this point? Who wants to do it? You know, you can do it with me. I can help you. But who wants to do it? Let me see. Who's ready? Leon, Khalil, Cedric. Come on, guys. Who wants to do it with me? David? Okay. On your mark. Ready? Set. Slowly. Go. A. B. Very good. C. Very good. D. E. F. H. H. Good. It was a hard one. E. K. Yes. Excuse me. L. Double L. And what does double L sound like? A Y. Correct. Yeah. Like llamo. Me llamo Francisco. Bueno. Next is M, right? N. Okay, careful with the next one. Good. Ñ. Very good. Like in español. We don't say español. We say español. That N is like almost like a Y. Español. Okay. Next, it's a vowel. I'll give you a hint. O. Again, it's O, not O. O. Next, keep going. P. Good. Q. As opposed to Q, we don't say Q, we say Q. Okay. R. Good. Doble R. Like in perro. Okay. Good. We did a great review. Now you're ready. You're ready for the last sounds in the Spanish alphabet. And we covered several, not all, of the vowels. A, E, I, O, and U. Whoops. We got to O. We'll do U today. All right, very good. So let's begin. Let's start with today's first letter or sound. Who wants to do it? Try it. Good. S. That's the letter. That's how you say the letter in Spanish. That's how you would write it. S. And this is how you would say it using English sounds. Like essay, if you're going to write an essay. Okay? So, essay. Actually, that's not how you would spell it, but it's the same. Essay, that's the sound. Good. Let's use a word that begins with the letter S. Put it here for you. Who knows that word? You should, because it's your first day off of the week. No school. Who wants to say that for me? Go ahead. Sábado. Sábado. Who knows what sábado is? Come on. Yeah. Saturday. Sábado. It's the last day of the week. Sábado. Okay. Very good. So, ese, sábado. Our next letter. Who wants to take a guess how to say that in Spanish? That's English. Spanish is te. Te. See this? The pronunciation? Te. It's how you write it. This is how you would pronounce it using English sounds. Te. So, ese, te. Te. And you all have to know a word in Spanish that begins with te. I'm sure you all eaten one. Tell me, who wants to say that word? That's right, taco. Me gusta tacos. Me gustan. I like tacos. So, you could say taco, or we can make it one color. I have my blue somewhere. Here we go. We can make it tacos. Very good. All right. We have ese, we have te. Next, who can pronounce that for me? U. Very good. U. Not Q. Remember, U. Same with Q is not Q. It's Q. So, U, like this, like two O's. U. Okay? You know, you might say, ooh, that's nice. Ooh. Well, that's it. Ooh. Okay, now let's use ooh in a word. We have a word similar in English. Okay, that's the way I put it. I'm trying to make things easy that you could relate to, that you say, oh, yeah, that's right, you know. So, ooh is in último. Último. Anybody know what ultimo means? Oh, yes, we have a word like we say ultimate, but ultimo is last. Last. Ultimo. Okay? Último. El último letra en el abecedario español es Z. In English, the last letter of the Spanish alphabet is Zeta. Zeta. Último. Good. Sábado. Tacos. Último. Next. Who wants to take a shot at this? I'm not going to do all the work. You guys got to work. Okay. I know you know what it is in English, but it's a little different in Spanish. It's called, you know what? Ve. Ve. Pronounced ve. 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 Let's use this in a word. Now these words are similar to English again. We have, who's going to take a shot? Vagon. Vagon, what does that mean? Wagon, even car, you know, a wagon. Vagon. And then this one, it's an English word. Pronounce it a little different. Valor. El valor. Value. Valor. Okay. All right. We've got S, T, U, V. Now, this actually can be said as, like English. Okay, let's start. But I'm going to say I don't like to use English, but I'm going to here. We say a double U. But if you look at it, it looks like two V's. And you would call it double V. But you can say double U as well. W, double U. Now, I broke this down so that you can see from words and sounds in English exactly how to pronounce that. Okay? Now we have the word in English, do, do, ble, ble, and the sound, oo. Together, double U, double U, double U. That's the name of this, double U. And believe it or not, sometimes I'm going to trick you, make it hard. Sometimes I'm going to make it super easy. This is a word also in Spanish. And I know you recognize it. It's the same in English. So, give it to me. Whiskey. Whiskey. Good. I can't fool you guys. You're pretty good. Okay, moving right along. This one's going to be a little bit more difficult. I don't want to scare you. I know you got this. You guys are awesome. I wouldn't give it to you if I didn't think you got it. The next letter. This is what it's called in Spanish, okay? X. X. They have a beer that they sell here in the United States that has two of these. That's the name of the beer. It's called Dos X. Dos X Cerveza, which means beer. Dos X. And here's how you pronounce it. You see, X. X. Dos, excuse me, X. 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 That's how you pronounce it. And a word, a name of a country, our border neighbor, okay, has this letter in it. And one very important thing, in Spanish, X is silent. It's like, again, an aspirant, like a like an H in English. So, although you see this and you're ready to say it the way you know it, I'm going to tell you how you say it en español. En español, esta palabra es México. México. There's another one. Just came to mind. I'm going to write it. Tejas. Yes, I know you know this is Mexico and Texas, but these are both Spanish words. So originally, and to pronounce them correctly, you have to pronounce them in Spanish. Mexico, Tejas. Tejas. Okay, so you're learning a little history too here. Very good, guys. S-T-U-V W or W X. X. Okay, we're getting close to the end. We're moving really quickly. The next to last letter in the Spanish alphabet, okay, is not what you think. Anybody know? Here's the name. It's Y. Y. Pronounced Y. Y. Try it again. Y. Very good. Now, Y has something in common with a letter, a sound in the middle of the alphabet. Remember the two L's? I said me, two L's. L-L-A-M-O is llamo. Me llamo. Me llamo Francisco. So it has the same sound. And here's two words, very simple. Very, very simple. Ya. Ya. And who can pronounce this one? Who knows that one? Don't be fooled. It's very easy. I'm trying to make it easy. Yo. Ya. Anybody know what it means? It means already. Yes. If I want to ask you if you already... Ya comiste? Ya. And this... Yo, it's not like you're calling somebody on the street. Yo, no, that's not it. Yo is I. Okay? Yo. Yo. We're going to get into the persons, you know, first, second, third, singular, first, second, third, plural. That's down the line. But right now, just to show you how you use the letter Y. Okay? Yo, ya. Very simple. Don't want to complicate things for you. Okay. Now, la última, we can say, if it's feminine, it will be with an A. It will be either último or última. In this case, la última letra en el abecedario español es, can anybody say it? The last letter in the Spanish alphabet is zeta. Zeta. Now the Z, the zeta, I I should say zeta, because Z is pronounced like a soft S. So it's pronounced like this. Zeta. Zeta. Can you guys say it? Zeta? It's the last letter, so you're done. Zeta. And the word, remember the pronunciation is like a soft S. Sona. Sona. Anybody know what that means? Sona? You don't have to raise your hand, you could yell it out. Yell it out to me. Sona. Zone. Yeah. Very similar, you know. Many languages have their roots in Latin. English has Latin and Germanic background. So that's why there's a lot of similarities. So one more time. Zeta, right? Sona. Very good. Okay, guys, we actually completed all 30 sounds en el abecedario español. Say it with me. Abecedario español. Get familiar with this. So we'll run through it again. S, T, U, V, W, or W. X, Y. Say that again with me. Y. Zeta. Zeta. Very good. Very good. So we can do a total review real quickly. It's the last time we're going to work on the alphabet. I expect that you're going to have this down, pat, so we can move on to learning how to say words and learning how to communicate simply, you know. We learned a few, like como, right? Como estás? How are you? Okay. Yo estoy bien. I estoy bien. Bien, who knows what bien means? Well, fine, I am well, I am fine. Yo estoy bien. Gracias. Don't forget to say gracias. Okay? I should have put that word up there in the beginning. Gracias. Very important words. You all need to know and need to use. Remember I told you, por favor means please, por favor. And when you ask someone, please do this for me, please give me this, por favor, when it's done, you say gracias. Gracias. Very good. Okay, so quickly we're going to run through. And it'll be the last thing until next time. You have A. With me. Come on, do it with me. Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Good, H. I, J, K, L, double L, double L, M, N, Ñ, Ñ. Remember the N with the little swirl up above. Ñ. O, not O, O, P. Q, not Q, Q, R, double R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. A little faster. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, L, double L, M, N, N, O, P, Q, R, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. You guys are amazing, amazing. I always enjoy working with you. Very satisfying because I like how you interact. You know, I hope you get excited, you know, when you see you can learn one thing or something, your friend or classmate has got it too, you know, and it excites you. We excite each other. That's how we go ahead. You know, that's what Rayfield is all about. You know, we're the family. Estamos una familia de Rayfield. Can you say familia? It's family? Okay. La familia Rayfield. Y gracias a las profesores Francisca y Mariana que me ayudan aquí. I say thank you very much to our instructors, our teachers, Miss Mariana and Miss Francisca, who help me and support me in trying to teach you guys a little bit, because they have you in the class and they will practice with you. Those of you that are in Miss Mariana and Miss Francisca's class, you know, they will occasionally now start to use what you're learning to help reinforce your memory and your ability to utilize the word so you can start speaking Spanish. And I thank you, Miss Mariana. Gracias. Gracias, Señora Mariana. Gracias, Señora Francisca. Thank you very much, Miss Mariana. Thank you very much, Miss Francisca, for your support. And I hope you're proud of your students. I hope the rest of you are proud of your students, your other teachers. Give them an opportunity as you're learning Spanish, you know, test them. Give them a task. Say, hey, how do you, or say buenos dias to them in the morning. Make them respond to you. We'll all work together and we'll all make progress. Okay? For Español a Rayfield. Okay? Por la familia Rayfield. Well, I thank you very much. Muchas gracias. And we will see you on the next lesson. Okay? We have completed the abecedario. Es completo. So, until next time. Okay? Adios. And have a great weekend. Bye-bye, everyone.